Hey guys, DB right here, and today we are back with What If Goku Was Raised by Master Shen? A fun little story which started Kakarot down the wrong path, but eventually he would sort of find the right path, except for the habit that he keeps killing his enemies, which led to Kami's demise in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, where Goku battled Piccolo Jr. originally. Yeah, this time Kakarot didn't beat Piccolo Jr., he destroyed him. And Kami along with it. And, well, when he was frowned upon by everyone from doing such a thing, despite Kakarot reminding them that this was Master Kami's wishes, get rid of this evil once and for all, Kakarot sort of went into isolation away from the Dragon Team after that, where he re-met and married Eurine, and they have a Saiyan child together, and that led to events with Raditz showing up, playing out very differently, where Tien and the Dragon Team had to drag Kakarot back into fighting, which Kakarot had sworn he would not fight and kill again. And well, this led to Nappa and Vegeta developing an interest in Kakarot and have forced Kakarot into joining them. Now, our story continues. And well, after being brought before Frieza, who showed a little bit of a flicker of fear at the sight of Kakarot, just due to the fact that he looks just like his father, Bardock. But Frieza immediately was able to calm and regain his composure. "No, it's not the same monkey. We fried him with the rest of the planet." Of course, he didn't say that out loud, but that's what he's sort of thinking, how he's introduced to Kakarot. And Zarbon and Dodoria are quite surprised at how high Kakarot's power level is. It's pretty much on par with Nappa's. Well, looks like you traded up, Vegeta. You traded that worthless excuse of a monkey for a better one. And well, against Kakarot's will, he is off, along with Nappa and Vegeta, to conquer a planet. Now, Kakarot, if I see you holding back, slacking off in any way, I will do away with you. And our pact to leave your precious Earth alone will be null and void. So they pretty much got Kakarot by the barrel of the gun there. So pretty much Kakarot has no choice but to destroy buildings, kill innocent civilians, battle with the life forms, military and soldiers, and basically help them wipe out the race of that world, like any other Saiyan would do. However, Kakarot is trying to do his best to only engage with the soldiers and destroying military bases and things like that. He's trying to avoid killing as less of the civilians as possible because he simply doesn't want that on his conscience. So, which Vegeta and Nappa definitely noticed this behavior, but hey, he's at least taking out the military targets for them and doing a pretty good job of it, so very well then. Nappa and Vegeta will exterminate the civilians. And now Kakarot does not want to admit this, but in a strange way, he's kind of enjoying himself. I mean, he hates the fact that he's killing people, but strangely, it's like he has found some missing part of himself, that this is what he was supposed to be doing. He may hate it, but to some level, even though he doesn't admit it, he's enjoying being a Saiyan. And he's doing his job well. And well, now that most of the military is taken out and the civilians are taken down, Vegeta decides to throw an energy ball into the air, essentially transforming them all into great apes, and they rampage and begin wrecking the rest of the city. Now, as for Kakarot, he's like a typical beginner ape. He hasn't used the great ape transformation that much. Every time it's happened throughout the events of Dragon Ball were completely by accident. In fact, he was never really for sure told that he was a great ape. He knew his tail was the secret to his power, that sort of thing, but he was never told why. And why looking at the moon was dangerous. And, Kakarot's rampaging about like an out-of-control ape, so Great Ape, Nappa, and Vegeta do have to sort of get him under control, because pretty much after he doesn't sight any targets, he's pretty much attacking them. So, even though Vegeta could put him down quite easily, it's still, well, it would be a waste considering the good job Kakarot is doing, and, it's nothing new. It's nothing new that Nappa and Vegeta can't handle, considering, when they were working with Raditz. Very early days when they were working on Raditz, when he was new to Great Ape transformations. So it's nothing they haven't handled before. And so, when the energy ball fades away and the Saiyans are reduced back to their human form, Kakarot's passed out from the experience, waking up not remembering a thing about it. Well, guys, you guys really went overkill, didn't you?
Actually, Kakarot, I'm afraid that was you, buddy.
What? I don't remember any of this. Well, it's about time you learned about the secret of your tail. Something that most of us Saiyans learned by the time we're 10. That we learned during childhood. In short, we Saiyans have the ability to transform at the sight of the full moon. We become giant, great apes capable of great power. Power enough to level cities, planets, entire civilizations. What are you saying? I'm saying you did this. I made us transform and we obliterated these people. Every last one. And Kakarot is sort of disheartened to hear that he's got civilian blood on his hands. But at least he's got a sort of excuse, he wasn't conscious of it. It was simply a mindless Great Ape rampage that Vegeta caused. As far as Kakarot's concerned, Vegeta did this. Now, he's not gonna badmouth up and speak up against the Prince, because Prince will simply just kill him. So he's pretty much biting his tongue and simply being like, I understand. Even though he's wishing death upon the Prince in his head. And one day, he will get him for all the people he has massacred. And this Lord Frieza, someday, he will get him as well. He got a sense of Frieza's great power. And knows he's nowhere near that kind of level yet, but someday he will bring peace to the galaxy as penance for everything his race has done. Kakarot will take on the responsibility on his own. Now meanwhile, back on Earth, Eurine and their son, which, by the way, thanks to someone's comments on one of the previous parts of this stories, we're going with the name Bardock. Kakarot naming their son after his biological father. So, yeah, I thought that'd be pretty cool. So, Eurine and Bardock are busy, playing the whole blame game on Tien and the rest of the Dragon team. Tien, You will bring my husband back. This is all your fault. We were living peaceful and happily until you forced this mess on us. And well, Tien ultimately can't argue with that. You're right. And I know I messed up. I know. And I understand it was us that drove Kakarot away in the first place. We were so naive. We understand now that Kakarot made the only move he could when he killed Piccolo back at the tournament. There's gotta be a way we can set things right. And well, this is where Mr. Popo appears on his magic carpet. Mr. Popo, what are you doing here? Remember, Kakarot and Tien were trained in the Lookout together in this timeline. Not just Goku alone. We had Kakarot and Tien. I was doing my duties at the Lookout and I just remembered a conversation I had with Kami. Perhaps there is a way you can straighten this out after all. Perhaps we could even get Kami back. What are you talking about? And Mr. Popo tells Tien pretty much what he explains to Bulma in the original. That Kami mentioned he came to Earth in what possibly could have been a spaceship, although Kami had no memory of where he came from or who his parents were or anything like that. There might be something in that ship that might spread some life in that situation, or at least give them a bit of a clue on where to go. Yeah, Bulma's saying optimistically, it's clear that Kami and Piccolo weren't from the planet Earth, aliens of some kind, and if Kami was the one who created Dragon Balls, perhaps his people could have Dragon Balls as well. We could use this to save everyone. So, now, as we know, Bulma was intimidated going near Mr. Popo on the flying carpet in the original. This time, she's all happy to check out this spaceship, you know. Spaceship. Science. Space tech for her to play with. How could she refuse, honestly? And well, just like in the original, Bulma is off to the other side of the planet and is brought face to face with Kami's spaceship. And well, after Mr. Popo opens the spaceship with the password Piccolo. They go in, they have their first flight to Jupiter just like in the original, and with a little bit more poking around the ship, and Piccolo with, Popo with his knowledge of Namekian tongue, from what he's heard Kami used in the past, and the Namekian language that Bulma heard in the World Martial Arts Tournament. They're eventually able to correctly translate most of the ship's so everything is pretty much ready to blast off into space. But DB Rye, wait, you got it all wrong, man. How are they supposed to get to Namek without King Kai telling them the coordinates? Can't be done. You can't just have them magically appear there, unsubscribe. You say they can get to Namek, you're wrong. Well, I think we can get a little bit of leeway there, so leeway room there. Well, after all, they are messing around in Kami's Namekian spaceship, and well, Bulma happens to find records of the coordinates, supposedly where this spaceship came from. Right there, in the database in the ship's computer, there we go. And Bulma's able to extract that information. So yes, it's off to this unknown planet, which we know as Planet Namek. And well, everyone is booking the trip. Remember, no one died this time around in the Saiyan saga. They're all alive. Well, except Piccolo. There's no Piccolo. Kakarot killed him. So, with Tien, Chaozu, Yamcha, Krillin, little Bardock, the son of Kakarot, Eurine, and Bulma, and with a bit of extra tinkering on Mr. Brief's part, and with them getting a hold of Radit's spaceship, which was not destroyed in this timeline, they're able to build a capsule ship. Plenty of room to hold everyone on the ship, and it's not going to take a month to get to Namek. It's only going to take 6 days. So, it is blast off time, and they intend to get the Dragon Balls in hopes of a way to get Kakarot out of this mess with the Saiyans. Perhaps they can simply wish Kakarot back to Earth, or something like that. Who knows? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Alright, and that is exactly where we're going to be leaving things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this part of the story? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please enjoy and leave a comment, your thoughts of the story. And, yeah, continue speculating. And I'll see you guys next time.